Over the years, I've been intrigued with the concept of using chime tubes in kinetic sculptures. This started when I was located next to Gary Kivestead and Woodstock Percussion wind chimes at a craft show very early in both our careers. I have done a couple of other pieces that use smaller tubes quite some time ago, but a few years ago I first heard the Chimes of Apollo by Woodstock Percussion, and I knew then that I really wanted to do a piece that incorporated these very large and beautiful sounding tubes. The challenge was complex because the tubes themselves are very large and heavy, so it required a different kind of support structure. Plus, I wanted to be able to control the ringing of each tube individually. The mechanism itself had to be silent. It had to be random in that I wanted the patterns of chords and trills to be constantly changing. It also had to be soft enough to exist in a household. I started with the striker mechanism, first figuring out how I was actually going to ring the tubes. And once I had something working in the shop that did a single tube, I sat down at the computer to work on drawings of a way to do this with all six. That required I actually learned a new drawing program because I couldn't visualize it using my standard drawing program. This was a 3D program that allowed me to do animations, and I could actually visualize the complex interaction of dimensions and change in motion. I was thrilled when the piece actually worked when I set it up. I wasn't too sure until I had actually got it up and running, but it worked well enough. And then I spent literally months sitting, listening, tweaking a little bit here, adjusting this thing over there, changing this part, until I had it moving and working as I had originally envisioned. This is by far the most complex and challenging piece I ever attempted. It's also the most rewarding. I just really enjoy watching and listening to the piece. It's a kind of piece that has to be appreciated in person. Just the sound requires that. But I'm hoping this video gives you some idea of what it's all about and how it sounds and looks. Thank you.